So I'm on the way to pick up another E36. It's a sedan this time. So my goal is to build a stock power E36 just like my old one was. So I'll insert a couple images of how my old car was. So you'll see it's like super low, like cool wheels, stuff like that. The SR car I never really wanted to rush this year anyways, even though it's almost done. I still want to take my time with a few things and have it done probably mid-season instead of the start of the season. So yeah, I'm gonna go and check this car out, and if it all checks out and it looks as good as the pictures do, then we'll be documenting a cheaper budget build. I pretty much have enough spare E36 parts to build a second car anyways. And then I'll just do a few minor things, like I'll make a jig for some cut knuckles, and then I'll extend the lowers, and that should be good enough for the angle. Paint it a nice color like my old one was, either red or maybe like a yellow or something, we'll see. Get back to filming once I pick the car up, and then I'll film a little bit of a closer look at it and what the plans are. Here it is. Looks pretty rough right now, but I do plan on painting it a different color and cleaning it up. Looks like someone tried to black it out, so it's got like black paint on the indicators and the wheels and the tail lights. So gonna get it off the trailer and start pulling it apart and see what I need. Alright, it's a new day, new week, and we're gonna get this car up on the hoist and see what we're working with. Gotta push this thing out somehow or drag it out, and then get the new car in here and up on the hoist. Make sure there isn't any major concerns or leaks, and then start pulling that suspension out so we can get to modifying the control arms and the steering knuckles. Alright, so the welded diff and the messed up alignment is making this much harder than it would be normally. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my tow rope out of the Pajero, pull it out a little bit more, and then pull the new car inside. First thing I did was junk these horrible taillights, and I found these that I have laying around. So they're OEM sedan Euro tails. And then before I lift it up, I also ripped the headlights out because they were like tinted and dirty, and I gave those a quick wet sand and polish, so those look a lot better. Gonna just slap this in and then get back to lifting this thing up. But yeah, it already looks much better than those junk taillights. Always good to hoard BMW parts, I guess. Alright, so I took a quick peek and it's not too bad down here. Everything's, for some reason, is absolutely covered in oil. I don't know if it was oil sprayed or there's a massive leak somewhere, but I can't see anything on the engine. Looks pretty dry. This rear tire wall is a little caved in. Not too concerned about that. Yeah, but everything's absolutely covered in oil. Never seen this much oil under a car. Maybe somebody tried to DIY an oil spray at their home. But yeah, it's not perfect. It's got some small rust spots here and there. I guess the oil really saved most of it, so I can't complain too much. But yeah, it's not a perfect car, but it's also not completely destroyed where I'm concerned about drifting it. So yeah, I guess it's the green light to go ahead and start taking the rest of it apart. I probably won't have time to reinforce the subframe or change the rear bushings before the first drift event at the end of the month, but I can go ahead and remove the control arms and knuckles and start working on those. I also, the coilovers came in. I just got some cheap eBay coilovers, but I'm still waiting for my BC springs to come in so I can swap those on and get the car to a decent ride height. The over fenders are actually ordered as well, so these will be getting chopped up, the front and rear, although I do feel a little bad about chopping the rear up since there's no rust on them, but well, the car is not perfect to begin with. So yeah, gonna go ahead and remove the front wheels and probably the back wheels and start pulling things off. You can tell this thing hasn't been moved in a really long time. These rotors are absolutely destroyed. Well, that's more parts for me to order, I guess. Got the knuckles and both control arms off the car, as you can see. Now I am getting rid of these, obviously, stock suspension, and I am gonna get new tie rods because these are crusty and mangled. Yeah, so for the next video, probably, I'm gonna be, so I have to clean these up first because they're Like I said, everything under the car is covered in oil for some reason. So I'm gonna have to clean these up and get all the dirt off them. I'm going to be cutting it here. I know some people like to cut it here and then reinforce the flat section across, but I feel like with the just leaving the factory sway bar mounts, and this piece here is a little thicker, so I feel a little more confident in reinforcing that part, and I know that won't break. So I'm gonna cut here and extend this portion by 50 mil, so 2 inches. Same on the other side. That'll give me a little more clearance and a little more track width, camber, things like that. I'm gonna swap those out for some caster offset bushings that I have laying around. And then for the knuckles, I'm gonna have to clean these like a lot because they're disgusting. But yeah, pop the hubs off, get new front wheel bearings, new front hubs, chop it off here, and then move this in to here. And I think I'm gonna mess with the Ackerman a little and get this section pulled out to about here instead of in here, so you get an inline setting there and a much more neutral Ackerman feel. Yeah, so I guess that's it for this one. You can see all the E36s here. I have some kind of problem collecting these things. But yeah, so next time I will be throwing the coilovers in. If my front and rear springs show up, I have the coilovers. I just need to swap the springs out for the 12K and the 18K rear. If my over fenders show up, I might throw those in as well, because I'll have to obviously cut the rear and front, throw those on and make my wheels fit, because I did get a set of Graham lights for the rear and they are a little aggressive. They're 9.5 plus 22 and they definitely won't fit in the stock body. Yeah, so subscribe if you want to see the rest of the build series. This is intended to be a cheaper build, so if you can see, I have a lot of E36 parts just sitting around, so I'm just gonna throw in what I have, and then what I don't have I will make work for as cheap as possible. Like the coilovers is just gonna be cheap eBay coilovers, and then a spring swap, which is like a couple $100, not even. Yeah, so stay tuned for the next one and subscribe to see more of this build and the other cars in the background as well. I might also do something with the Pajero. I know I'm getting a lot of comments about that thing on my Pajero video, so if you want to see something on that, I guess I can make something. But yeah, I'm not too sure what. Let me know and stay tuned for more.